So this is one of the crazier stories in women's basketball. So South Carolina have just signed a pro for the second half of the season. They have a player in Alicia Tournebize. Not sure about her name, but she went viral obviously in the last year for dunking a couple of times in FIBA play, FIBA U18s over the summer. And I'm going to be very honest here. She is a lot taller than 6'4". She's probably 6'6", 6'7". She is way taller than 6'4", and upside through the roof. Like, she played this year in the French league, averaging 3 points a game, averaged 2.5 points in the EuroLeague, but she was in the rotation. And Bourges were one of the best teams in EuroLeague. They were really, really good in EuroLeague. They were really a kind of surprise team. And were her stats great? Not really, but she just turned 18. She's not 19 until July. And she was doing this in EuroLeague, which is impressive. But if you're watching her play, like, she's huge. She is absolutely huge. And you can see there, at 6'7", being able to move downhill at this speed. And look, she's raw. I'm not going to say she's going to be the best player straight away. I don't even know how much. I think she'll be a player for South Carolina. I don't know how much. And by the way, you can just see in these pictures, she's way taller than 6'4". This footage. So there's Awafam taking down the lane against her, and she's just swatting Awafam like it's nothing. Running out on the break. Oh, easy dunk right there. And look, she moves. She is as much of a freak athlete as a Dominique Malonga is, if we're being real. And she is someone who has the upside to be the best big in college basketball by the time she's a senior. Because Sarah Strong will be gone by then. And if we're being real, she has that upside. And South Carolina have got her. South Carolina have their new 6'7" giant. They do. She doesn't have to worry too much. They have their new 6'7" giant in the post. Because she is going to be, again, one of the highest upside players. And South Carolina are one of the best places to develop a big. Like, if you are a big going somewhere, if you are a player in the States and you play the 4 or the 5, there is no problem going to South Carolina. If you're a flare guard, you probably don't. But anyone else, if you are a true big, South Carolina is a perfect place for you. And again, is she a project? Yeah. She is absolutely a project. And you're obviously seeing South Carolina fans, LSU sick, Donga supercharged Cam for years. That makes the most sense. She's not going to block shots like Cam, but she's going to be a better Cam Brink on offense. Like, she is almost a more athletic Cam Brink. I see why non-Gamecock fans have been hating on the timeline since the announcement. So I see the inevitable Joyce and Alicia versus Sarah and Big O. Who's Big O? I don't know. Either way, though, this is a crazy one. And it's crazy because she literally has been playing pro all year. And she is coming in for the new year. She is literally coming in for the new year. And it's not something we've really ever seen. This isn't something that is that common. And by not that common, not common at all. It is not common. I can't remember the last time. I remember if we've ever seen it, even on the men's side. Even since the addition of NIL. Where we've got a player who was playing pro ball overseas and in mid-season decided, I'm going to leave my team mid-season and I'm going to go play in... I'm going to leave my team mid-season. I'm going to go play in America and I'm going to show up for the second semester and play. Like, are we going to be seeing second semester transfers? Like, what happens with her credits? Does she have to catch up for her credits over the summer? I don't know. And a lot of people were wondering why she didn't just go and keep playing pro and go for the WNBA. Go for the WNBA next year, because she would have been probably late first round pick. And it's like, there are advantages. In the NIL era, yes, you can't make, like, as far as the NIL money is, as far as when you're an international player, you can't make certain types of NIL money, but you can still get paid a lump sum. She's probably getting paid a lump sum every year to go to South Carolina. That would be comparable to her WNBA rookie deal. You're coming back with a degree, and yes, an American degree is not worth, from most colleges, is not really worth the paper it's printed on when you go back to Europe. But at the same time, a degree, it's good to have a degree, especially if you want to stay in America. If you want to stay in America, having a degree from an American university really helps. So, yeah, look, players make their own decisions. Some obviously are going to be like, some would rather go to pro route, some would rather go to college route, and I don't think either is a wrong route. I just think it's a crazy one that we're now seeing. First of all, South Carolina they're going to be even more dangerous. Maybe not this year, because I don't know if she's going to be a game changer this year, and they've got Okot in there anyway with some size. But for next year, where her and Joyce in 2020 coming in 2027 and there for next year and the year after, you're like, oh shit. Like, they could end up, when it's all said and done, being one of those tippity top 4 or 5 combos, especially just because of her speed, because she'll be able to fit into a system. She's played pro. It's not like she's not used. It's not like she's used to being the best player on her team or anything. She's just really effing good. Really effing good at the sport of basketball. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this is making a mockery of, it's making a mockery of the transfer system and all this stuff for someone to come in mid-year? And I think there's an actual argument to be made there. I think there's actually an argument to be made that a player deciding that they just want to come in mid-year is kind of making a mockery of the transfer system. I can't lie. But there's a big but there. It's not on her. It's on the way things are. But at the end of the day, look, if she is the first, she will be far from the last person to transfer into a college from overseas for a semester. Like, if she's able to do this now, you're going to be seeing pro players buying themselves out of contracts on the men's side. That, like a Hugo Gonzalez buying himself out of his Real Madrid contract and being like, yeah, I'm going to go sign for this random team. I'm going to just sign for this other college for the second semester, which would be crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys.